Hello everybody, this is Lila in Hawaii and it's Labor Day today. So not too much is open. We've got some wet weather in the island, so I thought I would do some, just rummaging around in my studio and see what I could come up with. And I thought, well, why don't I start to make some things for gifts, because the holiday season will be coming up. And these are going to be, they're not finished yet, and I'll show you how I finished this one, but these are both lavender bags or lavender sachets, and they're bigger, so they would go beside your bed or in the guest room or something on the dresser. And I want to show you how I sometimes do this. I'm a scrapbook collector. I have scrapbooks all over the place, and this is a very old one, and because I was a little bored, I guess, yesterday, I thought I would look through my scrapbook and see what I could come up with for inspiration. So let me see. The first thing, I'll put this down first. The first thing I noticed was this picture, and it had some pretty silken items. It had a drawstring bag and a lavender sachet. And let me bring this up so maybe you can see it better. So that's the picture. So I decided to make this, and it's a very small picture, so I had to get my magnifying glass out. So I'll show you what I came up with for that. And it's pretty identical, I think. So yeah, I really did have to get my magnifier out. There it is. So this is how it turned out. It's identical pretty much to the one that was in the picture, except I wanted to add something in the center that gave it some gleam, so I found that lovely gold cross. And the base is silk like this. So you cut 2 oblongs of silk, and then I used this coffee dyed. I'm just going to show you how I did it. I added 2 pieces of that, one on each side to mimic the picture. Yeah, one on each side like that. This is all before I sewed them together. And then I added, say that's that, and then I added this lace in the center, which is how the picture was. It had some white lace in the center. The colors are a little darker perhaps than were in the picture. So I then added that, and then I added some trim. This goes like this, so you see. And so then I added this trim, which this is all I've got left, but that's what went on to it. So that goes there and there. Then of course I just stitched it up and decorated it with the cross. So that's that. So that's how it turned out, and I really like it. And inside it's stuffed and has lavender inside too. I don't completely fill it with lavender. It's like 1/3 filled with lavender and the rest is stuffing. And I must say, on the tops of both of these I put an interfacing just against the top layer. So that's that one. Now this next one was a round, and I'll show you how I decorated it. But first I'll show you the inspiration from my book. I bookmarked them. Okay, so this is, now it's not quite like this, but was the inspiration. This one's an oval, and I wanted a circle. I didn't think the oval was very attractive. So I did the oval. I noticed that it had some wound roses on it, some leaves here, some gold leaves, a bow here, and then of course there was lace and a trim around the edge. So I thought, aha, I can duplicate that. This picture is actually very old. Must be 20 or 30 years old, that book. I often pick it up and do things. I've got several of those. Okay, so in order to mimic that, the first thing I did was I cut 2 circles of silk. This is the back. And before I sewed the side seams, I sewed in this gorgeous lace trim. And then I turned it inside out. Don't forget there's a lining of batting just on this front. And then once it was turned inside out, and I waited till I had stuffed it and put the lavender inside, then I zigzagged this old gold trim that I had. I zigzagged that around the side, and then I made some wound roses, just a real kind of simple, no particular style, just like that. And I've got 2 gold leaves here, so I'm going to put these down because I thought that's a big expanse to have to cover. So my thought was, I've got these gorgeous French doilies, sort of hairpin lace, so I thought, oh, that looks nice there. So I'm going to sew this on later. I haven't done that yet. So I'm going to put that there, and then I thought, yeah, I'll put 3. I like 3s, so I've got 3 of those. Still keeping in mind that original picture. And remember, it was an oval. It was a little bit different, but this is the general idea. I took liberties with it, let's say. And so then I had some gold leaves. So I'll put 2 gold leaves like that. And I noticed also that it had a bow. Let me think, where'd I put the bow? And I thought, oh, I'll make, I wasn't sure that in the picture the bow was 2 colors and it was much wider. It was more like a grosgrain ribbon, I believe. Didn't care for that. I thought that this was pretty much enough. However, since I've got this silk ribbon that I tear-dyed, I thought, well, I'll probably just put it there like that. So that would be the one that I copied. The idea, not the literally copying it from my scrapbook. So there you go. So I'll get this one again. So they look very elegant, and they'd make nice gifts. They also could be pin cushions. They could be nice for, as I say, guest rooms, put on the table, put on a pillow. I like the idea of when you have an all-white bed, French style, and then put something on the pillow. I just love that. And they, of course, the lavender makes the pillows fragrant, and then you take it off at night and put it on the bedside stand. So there you go. I'll just hold that up again. There's that one. It's the circle one. And it's about, gosh, I think it's almost 8 inches probably. Nope, it's 6 inches. So that's 6 inches, that one. And then this one is 4 by 7. So this one's 4 by 7. Anyway, thank you for watching. Goodbye.